Welcome everyone back to the Hexagon Challenge. In today's episode, we have our title decider. We have 3 games left in the Saudi Premier League. We are currently 3 points behind Al Ittihad, and we play them for the first game. Since you last left us, things have been going pretty well. We lost 1 game to ABBA, but other than that, we've pretty much been winning all of our games. So we have lost 2 games in the league now, but realistic, I mean, we've done really well. The fact that we're not top is mad. I don't know if we improve on this next season. So really winning the league for me is going to be very much just a case of if we can do it, we can. If not, I'm not really that forced because realistically, the aim of the aim of the series is to win all the Continental Champions Leagues. We will qualify for the group stage by finishing second. We pretty much, I think, have done that now already. But if we can win the league, even better. They do have a massively superior goal difference. So it really comes down to it. So let's go get to the first game, the biggest game. If we lose this, we'll be 6 points behind with 2 games to go. I think that pretty much wraps us up, to be honest. But if we win, we'll level on points. 2 games to go, anything could happen. So for the first game, we are playing Al Ittihad. If we lose here, I think that pretty much gives them the title. So it'll be a one game and done episode. Otherwise, we could potentially be playing 3 games in this episode. Could be 2, could be 3, could be 1. We'll just kind of play it by ear until we know who's going to win the title. We know the team, we know the boys, we know them very, very well. We've got Huskovic up top with Al Kamis, Huffam and Palmer on the wings. I'm just doing this from memory now, not even looking at it because I know this team so well. Cherki and Alatabi in midfield, and then a back four of Fakihi, Diamande, Al Hassan, and Zerhouni with Akfeld in goal. I know the team. We know it very well. We know the scenario. We need to get the win. We need to level them on points. And then I'm imagining it's going to come down to goal difference. So we really need to hope they drop points elsewhere. But they've definitely got some good players. That Issa is, I think, a Saudi Arabian striker, and he's pretty good. But honestly, I don't see how we improve massively on the season we've had. We've had a very good season. We've been one of the best sides in the league. I don't know if we can genuinely not lose a single game next year. I don't know if we can go invincible. That seems quite a tall order. I do think with the players we've brought in, we will have a slightly better team than next season. Rayan Cherki, I mean, what a baller he's been. 11 goals from midfield is a hell of a return. He's got it in, and he's got it, and he's made it level. 1-0 puts us level on points. 80 points apiece. We are still second, of course, because of goal difference. But with 2 games to go in the league, if we win them both, and we just need to hope they drop points. Alatabi with an effort from distance goes over the bar. Remains 1-0 to us. But honestly, we're looking good. We're looking good so far. We've definitely been the better side, but Al Ittihad obviously got quite a bit themselves going forward. Otherwise, they wouldn't be top of the league, and they are still going forward very carefully. It's a good save from Akfeld, and we managed to play out. I was thinking we were going to potentially catch them on the counter. That's really poor from Al Kamis because it allowed them to basically take the throw in and kill the move. But Zerhouni plays it to Cole Palmer into Cherki. Palmer fouled in the box, nothing given, but it's played to Hoffam. Kevin Martin Hoffam. He's took a little bit of time to get going this season. He's not been instantly a great player, but yeah, he's starting to get into the goals now. He makes it 2, and this title, it looking like a right title fight now. It could come down to the final day, but Al Ittihad do have themselves a throw in. They play it in, looking to get themselves back in the game. They need a goal. We need to keep them out. It's well played in. It's a goal. Abdullah Al-Matari gets a goal for Ittihad. It's 2-1. And that is hopefully not the start of a comeback. VAR's checking it. Didn't see anything wrong with it. I didn't expect there to be anything wrong with it. It is 2-1. They have found themselves a way back into the game. But we are still leading, which is the important thing. I think if we rely on goal difference, we're probably not winning the league anyway. So even if we win today, we do need to rely on Al Ittihad dropping points elsewhere and us winning both games. So it's definitely not a guarantee. But if we don't win today, I think that's pretty much it. They have an effort from distance, but it's wide. Didn't challenge Akfeld at all there. And we do go into the half, a goal to the good, which is good. We are leading, but I'm a little bit worried that we are gonna concede. I'm gonna go aggressive. Yes, they responded well. The boys like my aggressive approach. one striker down at the minute. Well, not down, but we are looking like we may have to go to just a one striker system because Huskovic is very, very tired. He almost gets himself a goal there, but it's a good double save from the Etihad goalkeeper to keep us out. Remains 2-1. Cole Palmer to take the corner. Swings it. A poor corner from Cole. And Etihad could potentially catch us on the counter there. But we've done well to get back into our shape. I think we might need to take Huskovic off. He's looking very, very tired. I don't really know who to bring on, though, is the problem. I think what we'll do is we'll play Cole Palmer up front. We'll bring Salem in on the right. Oh, we'll actually bring him in on the left and move Kevin Martin onto the right. We need to keep our best players on. And unfortunately, Huskovic has had to go off, but he's absolutely shattered. He's not played very well today either. Etihad swing a ball in deep into the back stick. We bring someone down, but nothing given. They're still going forward, RL Etihad. Kevin Martin does well to see out the striker or the attacker there from Etihad. We've got ourselves a corner. Cole Palmer, not a corner, a free kick. Cole Palmer whips it in, but it comes to nothing. Salem, though, picks up the scraps. Swings one deep, but it's easy for the Etihad goalkeeper. The Al Ittihad goalkeeper to collect, looking to get them back level. We are still winning, but we're not looking great this half, are we? And I feel like an Ittihad equaliser is among us. That's a great save from Akfeld. That's really good stuff. Really strong stop to keep out the ball from going in his net. And it's a goal. I can't even speak. It's a call. I genuinely can't speak today. Don't know what's going on. Cole Palmer's as well to clear. Remains 2-1 on the day. We've got about 25 minutes left. We've got a few very tired players. We'll make a couple more subs. Fakihi's definitely going to be the one to come off. Alan Netzi's going to come on. We'll also bring Bruno on for Shirky, who's pretty tired. And I guess we'll leave it there. We don't really want to take off more defenders. Cole Palmer to take the corner. Swings one in, and Diamande gets there, but unfortunately can't get his headed down, keep his headed down. I'll be honest, he hasn't scored many headers. I expected him to do pretty well in the air from the corners, but he's really not done much, to be honest, has Diamande from corners this season. So could be it's a little bit disappointing. But Cole Palmer with the free kick. Huffam likely he was brought down there. It was going to be an open net for him. I thought he was brought down. I thought we were going to get a penalty, but it was rattled off the bar. The rebound looked to fall to Hoffam, but nothing was given when he looked like he was brought down. But Al Khamis racing forward now. Plays it back to Zerhouni, back to Al Khamis, into Alatabi, tries to play it into Palmer. Diamande does well to sniff out the danger, but he'd have to do it again as Al Ittihad intercept again. Diamande this time outpaced as a deflection, and Akfeld does well to read it because it was deflected. He had to change his footing, but he did well to read it and keep the save and keep the ball out. Remains at 2-1. This is a very tight game. Cole Palmer from distance. That is a great save. That is a very good save from the Al Ittihad goalkeeper. It's a big camera save, but it is a good save. Kevin Martin Hoffam whips it in. Diamande again doesn't get there. Al Hassan tries to play back to Grimares. Does. Hoffam again brought down the box, but again nothing given. It's hard to tell in the engine, but it looks like a foul, but he must win the ball. Not long left now. We really are holding on. We could go... I was going to say we could go very defensive, but I'm never a fan of that. Diamande does well to sniff out the danger of the set piece. Plays it through to Al Khamis. Back to Zerhouni, who's got absolutely no legs, but we're playing well. Oh, great ball from Guimares. Great finish. Ismail Al Khamis makes it 3-1. And that is got to be that. We are level on points. 2 games to go. The title is still possible, boys. The title is definitely still possible. That's a great finish by Al Khamis, by the way, who's not had the best of games, but he's turned up when he's needed to. Got us the Secura, and we are 2 goals to the good. 2 minutes of added time left, and we're not done there. Bruno, once again, giving the ball away. Alatabi, what's he done there? Really didn't need to do that. He's gone 2-footed in. The occasion's got to him. There was only 2 minutes left. Really didn't need to do that. What we'll do is we'll put Bruno in we'll put Bruno into there. We'll drop Cole Palmer into centre mid, and we'll just do that for the last couple of minutes. But yeah, really didn't need to do that, and he is going to miss the next game, which is disappointing. But the good thing is we've won, and it is not necessarily in our hands, but it's much more in our hands than it was before. The goal difference is too large. We're not going to overturn that in 2 games. So really, We need to hope that they drop points. We've got 2 teams near the bottom end, so that's good for us. They've got 2 teams more up in the top end, so the chances are they're going to be the ones to drop points. So it's all to play for. Let's go play the second game. I guess we'll be playing all 3 today against Al Ain. So for our second game of the episode, we are away to Al Ain. It's the same team that played Al Ittihad. The only difference is Al Atabi misses through suspension. He's probably going to miss, I guess it's just a 1-game suspension. I didn't check, actually. Bruno Guimaraes comes in. Obviously, he's retiring in 2 games anyway, so it's nice to see him out there. Al Ittihad haven't played their game yet, so we are technically the front runners at the minute because we are drawn in a point ahead. So if we can win this game, really puts the pressure on them to win their game. Like I say, they're playing 8th and 5th currently, so they've definitely got some tougher games than us. We're playing 15th and 17th as it stands, so we definitely feel, I guess they're still probably favourites just based on the goal difference. They've not dropped points often this season anyway, but the hope is playing at least one of the 2 top sides, they could end up with a draw. We need to win both games, and we have got off to a good start with that. Cole Palmer finishes from a Kevin Martin Hoffman assist, and we do go 1 goal up, 3 points ahead of Al Ittihad. It's looking good. It is looking good, boys, but they have got themselves a set piece. Oh, my God. It's fell. It's a very good chance for them. He's hit the post. I think it was offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. But, yeah, that was a little bit of a heart and mouth moment for us. But, yeah, in terms of squad plan for next season, just thinking about this, so obviously we've got Kang In Lee coming in. I'm thinking we might go for 1 striker up top. So, obviously, Huskovic and Bruno are both leaving us. I don't know what happened there. The ball just seemed to be floating midair. But yeah, Huskovic and Guimaraes are leaving us. So we are 1 centre mid light, and we are a striker light. Now, obviously, we've got Trizoldi coming in. We've got Kang In Lee coming in. So I'm thinking we probably do a 4-2-3-1 instead of a 4-2-4. The 4-2-4 has treated us very well, but I think just from a squad building perspective, if we have Trizoldi up top on his own, I think that works out pretty well. Kevin Martin is pretty good as an attacking mid, so he can play in there. Then Kang In Lee can go out on the left, Palmer on the right, and then we probably have Alatabi and Shirky in midfield. I think ideally you'd improve on Alatabi, but for a Saudi player, he's pretty decent. He's learnt the role. We've retrained him, and he's a decent ball winner now. So I think him and Shirky can keep this partnership going on. And I think, yeah, move Hoffman in the middle, Kang In Lee on the left, and then go just to 1 striker. I think that should be good. If that doesn't work out and we're better off with 2 strikers, then we'll figure something else out. Could be a case of just 1 player having to be on the bench. I know, heaven forbid, but I don't think that will happen too much. And then in terms of the Champions League, we have to take 2 players out. So at that point, it could be we go to 2 strikers, get rid of maybe Kevin Martin in midfield. So that's 1. And then maybe we take out Zerhouni and put Al Hassan in at right back and then bring the other centre back in. Could be, yeah, I don't know. It could be replacing Trizoldi with Alcamis. What I'm worried about is if when we register these players, do we have to only register 6 players or can we just play 6 players? Is it a match day rule or is it a registration rule? Because if it's a registration rule, if someone gets injured, then we can't change and we're a man down. Whereas, they've equalised. That's really bad. 20 minutes to go, they've equalised. I mean, besides the goal, we've not done a lot, have we? We need to make some changes. Salem's going to come on. I mean, Shirky's absolutely knackered, but we've got no one else. Ever since Huskovic's contract's been up and we've kind of just said, yes, we're going to set him for release, he's not been as good. But I mean, Palmer's knackered as well. I don't like bringing these youngsters on, though. This is the problem. We've just got so many tired players. We're just going to have to bring worse players on just due to fitness. It's 1-1. I mean, it's not the end of the world. We could still win the league if we draw today, but it definitely makes things a lot harder and more things are going to have to go our way. Whereas if we win both games, really only one game out of the 2 for Ittihad has to go our way. I mean, we've got to go very attacking, haven't we? It's all on the line. It's all on the line. We need to go very attacking, throw everything at it, get the goalkeeper up from the corner if we need it. We need everyone forward. I don't want Al Ain winning corners. I want us winning corners. Huskovic loses the ball. That's terrible from him. We need to win it back, and we need to keep everyone on the pitch, so no more yellow cards. We've got too many players picking up yellow cards this game. Salem plays in Huskovic. Oh, it's a terrible touch from Huskovic. He's been poor since, like I said, since we set him for release. Since he knows he's been gone, he's not been as good. Shirky, lovely turn that from Shirky. It's a terrible touch though. But Diamande, I mean, this is sloppy football. It's just back and forth. Salem plays in Huskovic. Can he find someone in the middle? Does! Alcamis scores, but I think he's offside. Oh, no. Alcamis has it in the back of the net, but I think it's offside. The linesman raised his flag. VAR's going to check it. It is offside. I don't know if it was Huskovic offside or if Alcamis was offside. It was Alcamis. He was offside. And it remains 1-1. And I think it's going to finish 1-1 unless we can get a late highlight, some late drama. Oh, it's not to be. It's 1-1. Oh, we really don't like that. We really need Al Ittihad to lose their game now. Because if they lose, then it's in our hands. We really need them to lose. They've won. They won 5-0 as well. Oh. Right, how would this work? We need to win our game. They need to lose their game. That's the only scenario. A draw for them is enough to win the league. That's disappointing. We threw that away. That was our own fault. That was absolutely our... I mean, we'd still be going in level today, so we could still win on the last day, and they'd still need to drop points, but a draw would have been enough. Now we need Damak to win. They've only lost 4 games, and 2 of them were against us, so we've done our part to stop them. We really have. Oh, they beat Damak the last time they played them as well. I mean, they're winning 5-0. Yeah. All right, well, we'll go play the last game, but I think it's pretty much over, which is a shame. But we're still qualified for the Champions League, and that's the main thing. So for the third and final game of the episode, we are playing Al Raid at home. We have Alatabi back in the squad. Gumarez obviously goes back to the bench. We know the scenario. We need to win. We need Damak to beat Al Ittihad, and then we will win the league. Anything else means we do not win the league. We've been in very good form, so I'm not going to kick off, but drawing that game is very, very poor. We need to just get later scores on and keep an eye on the Al Ittihad results. Nothing else matters to us. Oh, they've scored within 2 minutes. Oh, it's too right. Just end it there. Just end it there. They're 2-0 up. They've wrapped it up now. It's over. It doesn't even matter. Oh, just couldn't even give us like the little bit of hope. Couldn't even give us like a sliver of hope that we were going to win the league. 2-0 up in 7 minutes. Yeah, it's over. It's over. We'll still try and win the game. We'll still play the game out. What is Cole Palmer doing? What on earth is he doing there? I don't know. Al Ittihad have bribed him, I think, because that was pathetic. Yeah, this is poor. That goalkeeper's called Yoshi. Love that. Wahoo! That's kind of the noise he made. Anyway, Shirky, long ball up to Hoffman. Finds Huskovic, who's, shot is saved. He was offside anyway. He's not the same Huskovic. I mean, you think he's the league's top scorer, but he's been not the same since we said he's definitely going. So... financially, money doesn't mean anything in this league, I've found, so we really can spend whatever we want. I think we're spending more bringing in Kangin Lee and Trizoldi than we are bringing in letting Huskovic and Bruno go. I thought Bruno on 1.1 million was ridiculous, but now I'm seeing that money means nothing, so it really doesn't matter. Kevin Martin Hofham's got a goal, so if Damak somehow pull off a massive comeback, we'll win the league, but I somehow don't think that's going to happen. And I kind of just want the game and the season to be over now. I've got a very itchy eye. Apologies for rubbing my eye. Shirky in midfield, racing forward. I mean, he's been my player of the season, I think. Signing of the season, player of the season, all of the above. Shirky's been unreal. I think all the signings have been good. I think that's the good thing. Everyone we've brought in, Palmer, Shirky, Diamande. I think all the boys we've brought in, Fakihi as well. Let's not forget him, a Saudi boy. I think all the signings have been pretty good. So we'll keep an eye out. If we can bring any Saudi boys in the summer, then great. Otherwise, we're very limited on what we can do. We've already brought in our 2 pre-contracts in Kangin Lee and who was the other boy? Trizoldi. So we've kind of done the work. Now it's 3-0. It's 3-0. It's not going to matter. So we've kind of done the work now. We've done the leg work. Huffam has got an injury, so we'll just take him off. It doesn't matter. We'll just bring the youth players on now for the second half. It really doesn't matter. It's 3-0 in the other game. What was I going to say? We've really done the legwork now. So we've got 2 coming in, 2 going out. So realistically, the only way we bring in another foreign player is if one goes. I don't really feel the need to move any on. If a really good goalkeeper becomes available, then I'll maybe try and swap him out for Ackfeld. But I don't think moving him on will be too easy. Palmer and Kevin Martin Hufferman, they're in the last years of their contract. I'm not sure if anyone else is either. And it's 1-1 in this game anyway. So we're letting this terrible team in back with a shout. Great. It's all fell apart. It's all fell apart here at Al Ahly. But don't worry, we still overachieved. The board just wanted us to finish top half. We've got top 4, so we've done our job. We've done our bit. We'll bring some boys on, get them some game time. Bruno can come on for his last ever game in professional football. We'll bring the right mid on. We'll bring the left back on. We'll also bring the centre back on as well. Give him some game time. Yeah, I mean, the Saudi boys, they seem to have progressed okay this season. I thought it would be a little bit quicker, especially for someone like Al Hassan, who's been in the squad every single game, played 90 minutes pretty much all season. And he's progressed, but maybe not as quick as I would have liked. Salem is another one, had plenty of game time, just hasn't really progressed as much in the year that I would have expected for a team that has really good facilities and the like, but potentially maybe playing in kind of a poorer league has slowed it down. I don't know. I don't even know if it is a poor league these days with all the players in it. But yeah, so in terms of squad building, obviously we'll try and bring some Saudi boys in if any good ones become available. Other than that, it will just be a 1-in, 1-out situation. If a really good player comes available, we might actually miss out because we just can't move players on. It's really hard, it seems, to move players on. But if we get any offers for, Cole Palmer or Hoffman or something like that, then that probably makes it a little bit easier. The right back will probably keep, Diamande will probably keep, Shirky will probably keep, and obviously the new boys coming in will definitely be keeping. So really it's only if we get an offer for Palmer or Hoffman or the goalkeeper, then we'd probably look to move him on as well. Don't really expect us to spend much money. If we get any transfer budget, I'm just going to whack it straight in a wage. We don't really need to go out and buy players. We have got a penalty, so at least if Damak score 4 goals in the last 30 minutes, we will win the league. Because we have scored Huskovic with probably his last goal for the club. To be fair, I've been criticising him. He's got 29 goals this season. He's been brilliant. He's slowed down a little bit in the last third of the season, but no, overall, he's been absolutely brilliant. And could be a mistake letting him go. Obviously, he was someone who was a little bit upset at the start of the season, but played regardless. And he kind of got over it and played pretty well. All of the sort of dynamics and mutiny stuff that was happening at the start of the season, that's all been resolved. So realistically, I think we're okay. But just going back to my point I was making in the second game about the Champions League stuff, if you have to register, I'm worried how players are going to react. Obviously, there's going to be 2 boys we're going to have to leave out. Whether they're going to just totally kick off, and say, I want to leave the club now, I'm not in the Champions League squad, or whether it's just you can only play them, then I guess we'll just find out next season. But it is 3-1 to us. Alcamis gets his goal, still 3-0 in the other game, so it's not going to matter. But we did our bit. We tried to. The good news is, even if we hadn't drawn the second last game, we still wouldn't have won the league because they still would have been top on goal difference. So it wouldn't have mattered. We did what we could, just a little bit short. Whether we can improve on this next season, I don't know. I mean, 34 games, 80 odd points is a pretty good return. So all I can think of is we didn't win 6 games, I think. So it'll be 8 games, 6 draws. Is it 6? I mean, we can take a look at the league table when it loads up, but when this highlight's done. But yeah, I think it'll be like 6 draws and 2 losses. I think the losses are fine. So if we can just turn some of those draws into wins, we probably win the league, or we definitely win the league. Or I guess if we only turn one of those draws into wins, we win the league. But like I say, the league is secondary now. I think we should be one of the favourites to win the Champions League. I don't know how many Saudi teams get in. I think 4. Japan obviously will be a good league. Can't get the league table up. Japan is obviously a good country as well. South Korea, that's obviously one where there can be some good players. But other than that, I think we are pretty much one of the favourites to win it. Obviously, Al Ittihad will be there as well. So, but I think in terms of like the way the Asia works, it's like it's east and west kind of split. So I think we'll only play teams in and around us anyway. So we'll probably like teams in the UAE and things like that. I don't think we'll play Japan. I don't think you play them until they get to the very final. So, yeah, we'll probably be playing Saudi clubs in that competition anyway. Obviously not in the group. I think we should have no issues getting out the group. But in terms of the knockouts, I think we'll probably be playing Saudi clubs. So it won't be too interesting in terms of new teams. So we probably won't get to a Japanese team till we get to the final. But 4-1 is the final score here. We did our bit. Unfortunately, it couldn't happen elsewhere, but we've ended on a high, a very good result, and goals from some of our Saudi players as well, which does lead me to believe we will be okay if we get into the Champions League. Al Raid, obviously relegated, as are the bottom three. Al Riyadh, I'm guessing, goes into a playoff. Al Ittihad, league winners, won it on the final day with a 3-0 win. ABBA to get in the Champions League, as well as Al Nassr. But I guess it depends on the cup. Who's won the cup? Or is it still going? It's Al Nassr and Damak. So it's ABBA will definitely be qualifying. So one of these two will also be in the Champions League. One will miss out. But that's going to do it. Al Ittihad are champions. We get some money. And yeah, we need to plan for next season. So thank you for watching. We will come back. Next episode will be a transfer special leading in the new season. We'll probably play the first game of the season as well. Look at the new boys that have joined us. And yeah, because I don't imagine there'll be tons of transfers, so we'll play a game as well. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Hexagon Challenge, and I'll see you all for next season where we start our Asian Champions League journey. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all for more very soon.